What is up, YouTube? Con here once again with another Konmentary video for you guys. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel or have not seen any of my commentary videos before, it's not really about the background gameplay, it's more about me just commentating over the gameplay. For those curious though, the background gameplay is of Call of Duty Ghosts on the Xbox One. This was when I was trying to attempt to get Chem Strike on Octane, and I got kind of close a couple times during this gameplay, but I fell short and just kind of whooped everyone's ass in the lobby. But anyways, back onto the main topic for today. I figured I could give you guys my opinion about the Xbox One gaming console itself. So, I got the Xbox One whenever it released. I had the day one edition. I pre-ordered it back in July, June. The month they announced it pretty much is when I pre-ordered the console, so I was guaranteed day one everything. So I got the day one edition, I got it delivered on day one, and I opened it, played it day one, and I've been playing it up through now, and I figured, a lot of people have been asking me, hey, is the console worth it? What are your opinions on everything that has to do with the Xbox One? And for a while, I thought, I'm going to make this extravagant, crazy video where I could show you guys all the flaws and stuff like that. But it was going to be too much work, and I figured it wasn't going to be paying off in the end. I have some art projects I've been working on that I feel like are going to be worth more to my audience as a whole, so you guys can stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming up within the next couple weeks, hopefully. So I figured I could just run through a list of things that I like and do not like about the new console. For starters, I do love how the console looks. It looks sleek. I love how the Kinect actually looks with the console. Even the power brick, everything that plugs into the console itself looks excellent. I have to give Microsoft props. It has a very clean look to it. It's shiny. I like shiny things. I'm sure a lot of people like shiny things. And I hated how the first Kinect looked, but this one is it's just a rectangle pretty much, and it's boxy. It's not some weird shape like the other one, so I feel like it fits a little bit more into a entertainment center than the other Kinect one did. It felt more like a toy, where this one feels like a professional camera sort of thing that belongs in your entertainment center. Now, onto the controller. I for sure did not like the controller when I started playing with the console. I don't know why I didn't like it at first. The big thing that a lot of people like to nitpick about on the actual controller is the analog sticks. The analog sticks are very tiny compared to the Xbox 360s. They're just not as wide, and the sticks go up quite a bit more, and the little plastic part that goes around the analog stick on the controller where you can move around, and then it stops the analog stick from moving, that is out a little bit farther as well. So I guess a lot of people just didn't like how much of a range everything had on it, that it was very, very precise compared to the Xbox 360 controller. And I have to say, when I started out playing with it, I wasn't a huge fan of it either, but now that I'm playing with it a lot more, I actually do prefer the Xbox One controller's analog sticks over the Xbox 360's analog sticks. The D-pad, I haven't had too much chance to play around with. I know a lot of people are saying, the analog stick it's really good because it's clicky, or it's too clicky. It feels weird when I'm pushing the buttons and stuff like that. I don't really have an opinion on it. I don't use it too much. And then the other big thing that I hear most of my friends complaining about is the triggers and the bumpers on the controller. I have to say the bumpers are very awkward on the Xbox One controller. They are very, very up there. I really don't know how to describe it. I feel like I have to really kind of get my index finger way above where it needs to be able to press the button down. And you have to exert some pretty good pressure from your index finger to get it to click too. So it has that going for it. And the triggers, I don't really have a problem with the triggers themselves, but a lot of people just don't like how far they stick out. And the first week or two when I started playing with it, I would crunch down really, really hard on that trigger because I wasn't used to how far it would come down, and it kind of hurt my fingers. But now that I'm used to it, I actually kind of prefer over the Xbox 360 controller as well. Now, the one thing that I hate about the new Xbox One controller, though, is the batteries. They give you 2 Duracell batteries or something like that with the console, and I really just don't understand this. Like, why the batteries? The PlayStation doesn't use batteries. You connect it to your console, it charges, and then after like 6 hours you're done and you can start playing it again. Why was this so hard to get the Xbox 360 to do? Or why doesn't it come with a plain charge kit? I gamed for like 1 day on the console and the batteries died, so I had to go out and buy a plain charge kit anyways. I think they do it just to get more money from you, which is absolutely terrible. And I also really dislike how they make you buy a Microsoft headset, or they have to have companies buy this Microsoft adapter to plug into the headset slot because they use some Microsoft only bullshit. And I hate that. I feel like if you want to use a headset, you have the right to as a consumer. I really like my Dolby Digital 7.1 surround sound headsets, but guess what? I can't use them unless I want to use the Kinect to talk, and everyone says I sound like I'm in a fucking airplane trying to fucking take off and they can't fucking hear me for shit. So there's that, and plus I play on computer monitors. And my computer monitors don't have speakers on them, so I can't even calibrate the Kinect correctly to pick up my voice. So, good job, Microsoft. You fucked up so majorly on that aspect. Now on to the actual Xbox One console's insides. And by insides, I mean the dashboard, how the system runs, and everything like that. When I first saw the new dashboard and stuff, it felt kind of like the 360's version, like of a 360 dashboard, I should say. And then I slowly started to realize that this dashboard is just very poorly put together. Shooting back to the controller thing, the Xbox does absolutely nothing to let you know your controller's running out of battery, so I don't know how you could have fucked this up, but they managed to do it. You'll just be gaming and then all of a sudden there's no rumbling. You're just like, why is there no rumbling on my controller? Then your controller just shuts off. And that really sucks when you're in the middle of a multiplayer game like I am most of the time, and you have to go grab your plain charge kit and throw everything back together, get charging again. The other things that I really hate about this dashboard is it puts almost everything you own and buy into My Apps and Games folder. And the My Apps and Games folder is already pretty fucking full, if you ask me. I don't understand why there isn't subcategories like there was on the Xbox 360 dashboard, like it has its own blade for games and stuff. But no, just on the Xbox One console, they just want to put everything all together for some fucking reason, and they want you to rely on using the Kinect to get around everywhere on this new console, and that really blows ass. The features with multitasking and using TV, I haven't played around with actually too much. I don't watch American television. I usually download Japanese cartoons, anime, whatever you want to call it. And I don't just watch TV in America anymore. I just don't. So I haven't played around with the TV features, but I have moved around the dashboard plenty of times with the Xbox Kinect. And I have to say the Xbox Kinect is very handy, but it doesn't work all the time. I will say many things like Xbox, Snap Party, and then it doesn't do anything. It just sits there and it's just like, you want me to what? Huh? Did you say Xbox? I'm sorry. You want to say that again? And then sometimes I will tell the Xbox to do something, and when it does it, it will take forever to load, or I will be in a game or something, and then I will be talking to someone, and then I by accidentally say Xbox, and then the Xbox starts listening to me, which is awful. So when I play online or at a friend's house, we do not have our Kinects plugged in because for that exact reason. We just don't want the Kinect to pick this up and start snapping random things or prompt the little thing on the side that says it's listening to us. It's annoying. And I really wish that they could have integrated something, before you start a game or something that says, would you like to have the Kinect on during this time, or would you like it off, or if there's some feature in game that would be like, okay, these features will not work while you're in multiplayer or something like that. But those features aren't there, so the Xbox is always listening to you, and it causes problems. Now, the other things with the dashboard is Dolby Digital Surround Sound is not on the console yet. It's in beta right now, so I can't even use my headsets to the fullest just yet, which really, really sucks. The friends list is absolutely terrible. The notifications pretty much do not exist anymore. The only time I've ever gotten notifications is for party invites, and that's it. I don't know if I get friend requests. I don't know if I get anything else. Like, it will let you know if you download a game or if it saves a game clip or something like that. But I feel like if I want to know if there's friends online, I have to go jump through all these hoops to try to figure it out. Whether I have to snap in my friends, or I have to snap in or go back to the dashboard and look at my friends list itself. It's just a long process, and I really just don't like it. And that kind of brings me to my next points is just everything will sometimes work. When I want to get something snapped in and everything, sometimes it's instant. It'll just load, everything's good to go. Other times, it is so slow. It will take a minute to load an app, and sometimes it errors out. I probably have to say a quarter of the times I try to snap something in, the console will error out and say it's taking too long to respond, try again later. And that's fucking bullshit. If I paid $500 goddamn for this console, and you've had it out for this long, how is there so many bugs and things missing on this dashboard? It is absolutely ridiculous. And on top of all that, getting your friends to play with you and talking with them is the most confusing thing in the world. To get your friends in your party on the Xbox, or if I want to play Call of Duty Ghosts with someone for some reason, for starters, I have to invite them to a party. And then if they accept the party invite, they'll get a in-game game invite. And then they can accept the in-game game invite. But we're not done yet. If they want to talk to me privately, I have to send them a party invite to a party chat. And then they have to accept the party chat. And then after they accept the party chat, we both have to turn party chat on in the party chat snap-in app, which is ludicrous. You see how many steps that is? That's 5 or 6 steps to get into my game and into a private chat. On the Xbox 360, how long did it take? I sent someone a party invite, and then right there it says, would you like to join their game? Done. Why was that so hard? I just don't understand why we have to jump through all these hoops now. Why? Nothing was broken, so why did you try to fix it and make it a million times worse? The Xbox 360 dashboard was absolutely perfect. Why did we fuck it up so much with the Xbox One dashboard? And you can't just be saying, it's this new hardware bullshit. Come on, you could integrate all this shit into the Xbox 360 dashboard if you wanted to. It's just you want to be new and innovative, and this isn't new and innovative, it's a step backwards. So yeah, all together, with all the things with the console, everything runs like it's supposed to for the most part. The games run like a normal video game, but on top of them running like a normal video game, it kicks you out of games randomly. I'll be playing Call of Duty Ghosts, and then it'll load into a game, and then it just kicks me out, and then I have to go back into the Xbox One game and multiplayer all over again. And it's a common bug with Battlefield 4, I know as well, is it'll just kick you out of the video game, and then you have to go right back into it. Other than that, the games look gorgeous. They run very, very well. Call of Duty Ghosts, it drops a few frames when you zoom in on really, really big maps like what is that map? Stonehaven. When I zoom in on that map with a sniper, I can feel some frames dropping, but not nearly as bad as the Xbox 360 version. I played Dead Rising 3 and Need for Speed Rivals, and they all look excellent, actually. So the graphics are very, very good. So I'm expecting a lot of good games to come out of this. Very, very good-looking games. Very, very Good games to come out using all the interfaces of the controller and smart glass, kind of like Dead Rising 3 did. But as of right now, I really can't recommend the console to anyone. It just feels like this console's in beta still. Like, they really just couldn't crack down on all the problems with the dashboard. They couldn't get all these developers on board to get some games running on it. It feels like everything isn't there yet. So I would say stick around and keep your eye on the Xbox One, but don't buy it until probably half a year or so when some other good games start coming out, like Destiny, Watch Dogs, Titanfall, just to name a few. Those games are going to be really, really excellent, I'm sure, and you might want to pick up a console then. But as of right now, there's no games that you need to really worry about. I played almost all the big ones that everyone talks about, and they are worth waiting for. Just trust me, don't get it now, wait until everything gets fixed. With all that said, right now I will have to give the Xbox a 6.5 out of 10. Fix your shit, and the ranking will go up. I promise. The console is very, very good. It just has lots and lots of problems, and lots of easy problems that can be fixed. But I just feel like it was just very, very rushed to get to Christmas, which is just awful in my opinion. I would rather have waited to get a finished product than having some half-assed Xbox. So that's my views and opinions on the Xbox One console. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. It was a lot longer than I was expecting it to be, but that's kind of how it turns out when you kind of review something and you have a lot of nitpicking to do and you have a lot of opinions on the actual console when you get it, I guess. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later. Peace!